Hello and welcome to Ms. Dubois' Computer Studies Skills class. Today we're going to be discussing the syllabus, which is essentially a pact between yourselves as a student and parent and myself as the teacher, where I tell you what the course objectives are, policies and procedures in my class. To the best of my ability, we're really going to have to rush past a few things that I wish we had more time for. And feel free as you read this by yourself at your house, if you don't understand anything or you need clarification, to email me. Before we do that, though, let's go to the Lord in prayer. I am going to ask that you pause this video, you ask for clarification, you ask for understanding, and let's go to Him. All right, so hopefully that went well, and let's just get to it. First, I would like to discuss, after passing the introduction, which hopefully you can all read on your own, some of the course curriculum. A lot of the Dream Team may or may not be a part of our actual course studies. I have yet to see. If I do, I'll be adding it in as a short reference. Mainly, we're going to be talking about our two main course curriculum books. Well, one is a book and one is online. The first is the Everything Guide to Study Skills by Cynthia Muchnick. Now, this will be taking up a great deal of the course, at least half of it. Until Christmas break and maybe even a month afterwards, we're going to be discussing studying, how to study effectively and do it well. The second half is going to be the Google Docs specialist, in which we're going to understand everything that Google Docs entails. Well, not everything, but I highlight the main points for how to peruse Google Docs with the tools, the format, the inserting, and all of those features, as well as get into the sheets and how to have fun with presentations together. So let's get into the objectives of both of those curriculum. Let's start with our first, the Everything Guide to Study Skills. Located right here, the first part, it's including but not limited to learning to follow directions with excellence. I know that you understand how to follow directions, but do you do it well? If you don't, you may not be here in the moment. You need to focus. You need to be here right now. And that takes a lot of self-awareness. So we'll be discussing that and how to do it to the best of our ability, or at least make ourselves a little better, right? If we can leave this classroom just being a slightly bit better at studying and being safe on the internet and understanding how to use Google Docs, I will be a happy teacher. You will be using increased typing with words per minute. So can you type effectively? And I hope to up your speed while you're in my class. We will be having short times within the week in which I will be watching you, but for the most part, a lot of that will be done at the house. Internet safety. Do you know how to peruse the internet safely? And if you find yourself in a compromising situation, what do you do? Effective note taking. How do you take notes and how do you take them well? Effective studying. How do you study and how do you study well? Essay writing and parenthetical citations. You don't ever want to find yourself in a compromising situation where you're using somebody else's words and not giving them credit. How do you do that? I explain it in my class. Test preparation. All right, so a lot of wind right now. How do you prepare for a test effectively? A lot of this is going to be organizing your thoughts as well as highlighting the key points. We get into keywords, key points quite a lot, as well as test strategies. There are some strategies to make your life easier. Time management, using that wisely, as well as goals and strategies, which I hope one of the goals is passing your freshman year class. In the Google Docs management, I'll let you read most of these on your own just for sake of time, but you're going to be learning how to create a document, again, sheets, slides, forms, presentations, drawings. It says right there we're doing MLA style, but we will also play around with APA. Okay, let's get into assignments and grading. For that, I'm going to move over to some of the rules in my class. They're pretty simple. There are 4 main ones. There may be a few up on the wall, but if others are talking, please don't speak over them. This includes myself as the teacher. If you have something you want to add or say to the class, please raise your hand. This is just all general respect. Please remain in your seats until you are excused, and by no means are cell phones allowed out without permission. I understand emergencies, but